Could this be the decider? Could this be where Liverpool pretty much almost officially win the title? So if you're a Liverpool fan, let's come from that angle right now. If you're a Liverpool fan, do you want a draw? Or do you want City to win? Or do you want Leicester City to win? Because if you're Liverpool, if Leicester City win, your title challenges that you thought could pretty much take the title from you are pretty much all but gone and announced, especially if you win your other games. But still, if City lose, boom, they're out. So basically, all you have to battle is Leicester City, who you'd feel are confident in defeating them. If City win, now that even puts Leicester City further back as City are, where both Leicester and City are now much further away. And if they draw, that's pretty much the perfect result mathematically. But I would just say that if you're a Liverpool fan, I would say you probably want Leicester City to win. Because as good as Leicester have been, I just don't think Leicester have what it takes to last the season. What they've done is amazing and they're overachieving. It doesn't mean that you should underestimate them, but no. I just think if you're Liverpool and Leicester win and Liverpool take care of their game in hand against West Ham, bruh, I think it's over. Okay, but let's focus on this game right now. So City are at score. And the weird thing here is that the fascinating thing about this game is it's not a fortress. Etihad simply isn't a fortress. Teams have gone there to say what's up. United said what's up at Etihad. Wolves said what's up at Etihad. So you can go and say what's up at the stadium. It ain't no flipping fortress, which is problematic. Which means that this game could really go either way because Leicester City have looked really, really good. And in Vardy, a very direct striker who is very fast and quick, that is what happens. Because you know how they say speed kills whenever you're driving? Speed kills when you, especially when you're playing Man City. Speed will definitely get that ass against Man City right now. So, but I really believe that Pep, in the bottom of his heart, still has a shot of hope that they can do something miraculous. Because I do feel it will be nothing short of a miracle if City win this league title. It will be one of the greatest collapses we've seen from Liverpool and one of the most monumental comebacks. No, it will be the most monumental comeback in title history. But as crazy as it sounds, I really believe that Pep still believes that they can do this. And if they, to have any hope, they have to go on an all-time winning run. They pretty much have to win all of their games from now to the end of the season. Maybe drop 1 or 2 games, maybe. But this is going to be one of their toughest games. So I just think, for Man City and how they really approach this, they've got to watch how the defense. I mean, if they're not really looking at the defense and not saying what's up to the defense, they're going to get broken down. And the defense is where they've really fallen apart, especially without the reading of the game and the interceptive qualities that Porter brought. But again, that's Pep's fault. Why didn't you have a quality backup for Winston Company once he now left? Are you going to entrust it to your boy Otamendi and your boy John Stones and your boy Florentino? And with Leicester City, I'm just really proud of the boy Wilfred Ndidi and Kelechi Iheanacho. So Iheanacho and Ndidi is like, look, I'm going to be biased. I root for Nigerians and I want Nigerians to succeed. So the fact that we could be seeing 2 Nigerians starting who form the future of Nigerian football is great. So and I just think that Ndidi, him in that midfield is going to be very crucial, especially how he goes up against Rodri and who he wins that midfield battle between himself and Rodri as well. So it's a great game. So looking at key players, I think you've got to. I'm going to start a bit. I think we've got to look at Otamendi. So if Otamendi was to suck, I don't know whether he's going to go with Otamendi or John Stones, but looking at, because I went to the Guardian website and they said Otamendi Fernandinho is going to the backline. Otamendi has to be a player we've got to look at. He's not a great defender. He really is not a great defender. And I think if he has a bad game, City lose this. If he's isolated and if he has to do a lot of defending, I think City loses this game. And for Otamendi, it is imperative he has an amazing game. Now, we could have a situation where City are so tactically perfect, Otamendi doesn't have to do that much Fendick, sort of pretty similar to what happened with, I think it was Arsenal. But if it's a case of where Leicester City and Brendan Rodgers has a tactical plan to get to the final third and try to break that line and try to force Otamendi, Anthony Junior, but specifically Otamendi to make defensive stops, then, bruh, if he ain't up to snuff and he ain't saying what's up, gonna be ugly. Okay, it's gonna be real ugly. So that is definitely one to watch for, man. We've got to look at Vardy, one of the most informed strikers in the world right now, and I think it's because you just thought, once he won the title, he retired from England, he'll just, while away, but how you've been able just to extract this amazing form is incredible, and you have to say credit to him, but also to Brendan Rodgers, because I just think you have to credit a coach coming in and giving certain instructions and having a tactical plan in which can get the best out of certain players, which I think Brendan has done. And I think Jamie Vardy will know that, and he'll say to his guys, give me that through ball. Give me that through ball. I can beat these guys for speed, because if it's a race, him against Fernandinho, him against Otamendi, he will beat them. Vardy will outspace and outspeed both of those guys. So I think for Vardy, he is hoping for that ball over the top of that through ball into space, and especially on that Etihad pitch, which is a pretty big pitch, not as big as Camp Nou, but a pretty big pitch. I think it is perfect for that through ball to come through. I mean, you've got to look at James. You have to look at James Madison. Again, people say that I'm racist against the white people. Interesting. Can he be racist against white people? Quality player, really quality player, and I think that he is arguably one of the best number 10s attacking midfielders in the Premier League. Like, what he is what Arsenal fans hope Ozil is. And I think, again, James Madison and his understanding with Vardy is going to be huge with regards to how can he create and how can he get him those balls. And I just think he's going to form a very important part in where he positions himself on the pitch. Your boy Ndidi, man. Huge. Your boy Ndidi, huge. We know what this guy can do. And I just think that Ndidi, him really holding down that midfield, ensuring that he can not only help in the transition to the attack, but most importantly, he stops the flow from the midfield to attack of Man City will be huge. So Ndidi's defensive and offensive work could pretty much almost determine this game. That is how important Ndidi's role is, and that's how important he's been to this Leicester City team. De Bruyne, Kevin De Bruyne, bro. I mean, these are the games that you're called in for. You're not called in for the games against Arsenal. It's not that. You're called in for these games. A win is needed, and in the games that City have won and City have looked big, De Bruyne has played a major part. So I think De Bruyne, yet again, you're going to have to play a huge major part in helping City to win this game. So I think the positions that he takes up, whether it's in the middle, whether it's us, will be big. And I think what City wants is similar to what they had against Arsenal. But I don't know whether Rodgers will allow them that. But what they want is De Bruyne having the ball on the counter. Because I always say that one of the best players in the world, apart from Messi, to have on the counter-attack is De Bruyne. Why? Not because of his balance or his ball control. 9 times out of 10, he'll make the right footballing situation. He'll make the right pass and the right kind of pass, and he will execute the pass in the right way as well. So yeah, man, look, man, so many different things as well. And also, you have to look at Jesus. I just think as well, Jesus as a striker, the guy is young, but this guy is in his early 20s, and I think there is still a huge upside on Jesus. And bro, these are the games that decipher and separates the really good strikers from the great strikers. The great strikers say what's up in these games, not the menial games. It's in these games. So I think if Jesus can find a way of getting that goal, and because that chance will come, and that's the beauty of games like this, you will have that golden chance, especially in games like this and the team that you're playing for. You may have 2 golden chances, but you're going to have at least 1. You've got to take it. So Jesus has to always say this to players. If I was a coach, I'd say this to a striker. Imagine you only get one chance. If you assume you'll get 5 chances, you'll easily waste them. If you discipline yourself and say, bro, I'm only going to have that 1 golden chance, I have to take it. because that's the only chance you're going to get. So if you train your mind that I'm only going to have that one golden chance, more than likely when that chance drops, you're going to take it. And if another one comes, you're more likely to take it as well. So how you train your mind and how you discipline your mind really helps with the efficiency of yourself as a finisher. So just think overall, looking in at this game now, I think we're in for a really good game. I think it's going to be exciting, but quite tight. But I think it's going to be a really good game because of what Rodgers is about, what Pep is about, and the urgency for both teams to win. Because I think Leicester City, in their own minds, they're like, whoa, we're here. Why not? And I think for what I hope Rodgers has said to Leicester City boys is, forget what that clown HH is saying. No, we're not overachieving. We're here. We're here because we deserve to be here. We're not like, oh my gosh, we're not supposed to be here. We are overachieving. No, we deserve to be here, and we can beat these guys, Man City, because based on how well we've done, boom. And they even say to themselves, at Anfield, that should have been a flipping draw. So we stepped up to Liverpool, by far the best team in this league. And for Man City, they were like, look, we know we're the better team. We have the better individuals and better players. And Pep will say, if we execute, we'll beat them. As long as we execute our plan to perfection, our passing is crisp, our movement is crisp, and we make it happen in that final third, we will beat these guys. Scoreline. I think I'm going to go with 2-1. Okay, I was trying to think, what am I going to check? 2-1 to Man City. 2-1 to Man City. Closest game and everything, but I say Man City take this game 2-1. Remember to subscribe. Also remember to like this video and stay tuned for more football videos from the Football Hot. Peace out, stay true, stay black. Peace. Remember to check out the footballhot.com for daily football news updates, daily polls, rankings updates, break updates by clicking in the description box below or by clicking over here.